Why do I feel like this is not one of my days today?
Okay, so welcome everybody to the World of Ability Podcast Network. My name is Emily Gulmer and a podcast engineer here, and we're excited to bring you another episode of uh, Revolutionize Your Marketing with Mill City Marketing MA and John Petros. And we met a few months ago, and been doing this podcast for the last couple of months here. Uh, and so it's kind of about marketing and to promote and get your stuff out there. And so with nothing further ado, I'm going to bring in John here and kick us off. So welcome, John.
Hello, people.
We got what's going on in with Mill City Marketing MA this week.
Outside of a few technical problems, which is why I'm on my phone right now, not much.
So I think you said you had some tips that you wanted to go over today.
Yeah, I think there's 12 tips on how to be a successful entrepreneur. The first one is to remember your purpose, the reason why you're an entrepreneur. You hear a lot of people say, "What's your why? What's your why?" The why being the reason why you're becoming an entrepreneur, or you are an entrepreneur. It could be you wanting to spend more time with your family, freeing up your time, having an income where it's not taking up all of your time, which is you got a lot of these mom and pop places. They doing it for their family and spend time with their family, but what happens a lot of times is they end up with their family working with them and not being able to leave the place to keep it afloat. So you have to remember what your why is, what brings you into it. The second thing is define your brand. The more people know about your brand, what it is that you do, the more they're likely to do business with you. If they don't know what you do, why are they going to connect with you? So having a definite brand is key. Number three is understanding your audience. That's one of the main parts of being an entrepreneur. You have to know who your clients or your customers are. Once you get to know who your customers are, you can you can how do I put it? You can define your business to meet their purpose. For instance, like brick and mortar place with multiple items. The key you got to look for is what's the one item most people come in for. That would be your main item. Um, but you also want to know a little bit of how your how your audience is too. What they look for. Try and get a feel of what their interests are. That way you can base what you do around their interests also. I'll save number 4 for last. Number 5 is to teach others why they need you. The purpose of being an entrepreneur is not, it's not going to help if you do it just for yourself. You have to realize what your customer wants and explain to them why they need you to take care of their problem. or their whatever their pain is. That's what you want to solve. Um, Number 6 is you want to focus on the solution. Once you know where the pain is coming from, you can focus on that and help them out in the best way possible with what you have. Like I said earlier, number 7, you have to design a great brand. If it's something that people want, you have to make it known. If you're making your brand on something that nobody wants, you're not going to go anyplace. Number 8 is if you want to win big, you need to um, you need to you, you need in order to win big, you need to play big. I have a saying that I used the other day. If you want to fly with the big birds, you need to learn how to fly. By fly, I mean um, but you have to first love yourself. Switching cameras here, so don't mind me. I can't. Maybe I can. Oh well. We'll stay with this camera. Um, Number 9 is you need to have good support system. If you don't have people behind you or people that have the experience in what you're doing, you're not going to go far. Um, and when you have the people who know what they're doing to teach you, um, that ties in with the next one. Continue learning and growing. So if you have the support staff in front of you that knows how to do the things, you follow what they do, and you keep on growing. And then having support from your spouse or your family can help to boost your morale up as well. And I just another thing that's isn't on the list that should be right in this area. I discussed it. I think last week or the week before, the week before last. Is your mindset. You have to have a proper mindset for your business, whatever you're doing. If your mindset isn't there, your spirit's not going to be there. Your enthusiasm is not going to be there. So the mindset has a lot to do with it. And a lot of people don't talk about the mindset when they're talking to entrepreneurs, but that's one of the main things, your mindset. Number 11 is always be consistent. If you're going to be on social media, you need to be consistent on social media. You can't put something out there and okay, fine and dandy. People are responding to it. People are commenting on it. And then wait 3 weeks and post something else out there because they're going to lose track of you. If you're going to be on social media, you have to be consistent with posts and putting comments in and reacting to other people's comments. As if the more consistent you are on social media, the more people are going to remember you and they're going to say, hey, he's got a lot of information. Let's ask him this. Let's ask him that. And you'll become the come-to person. And like I said, number 4, is, which I said I was going to save for later, is just go for it. If you're thinking about doing something, just go ahead and do it. I always say, and there's a lot of people out there that'll say, if it's a mistake and it doesn't work out, it was meant to be a lesson to learn of what not to do. If you make a mistake, don't worry about it. Just get back up and keep on going. It's a lesson to learn. I mean, if you go back and you look at Albert Einstein, how many mistakes did he make before he found the answer he was looking for? More than anybody wants to make. And the last one, number 12, which I think I'm finding out myself, should be the number one thing. Share the real you. You want to be yourself when you're talking to people and when you're approaching them. The more they know you, the more they like you, the more they're going to want to deal with you. You can find out that when they know your personality, your likes, your dislikes, the more they'll communicate with you, and the more they'll open up to you, therefore helping you to find out what they're looking for. That could also kind of play into the mindset. I don't know why I'm so hooked on mindset lately, but I think that could be because my wife's becoming a life coach. It's rubbing off on me. But as far as the just go for it, I keep a motivational picture on my desk in front of me where I see it every day. Oops, there's the camera over here. Take the leap. You can do it. So if there's something you're thinking of doing and you keep procrastinating on it, don't procrastinate on it. Just do it. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, lesson learned. What else can I say about those topics? Those are actually, I think it ended up being 13 over the 12. But that list came from a person named John Spencer Ellis. I want to make sure I give him the credit for coming up with the list. It is 100% true. I'm actually following it myself without realizing it. That's how common some of the stuff is that people don't realize it's a big part of marketing. Any comments, Emily?
Yeah, I think that's a very good list. And all of the things are really important. Yeah, especially about being yourself and like being genuine. And so like anybody's really gonna like doing like the fake thing. And
Yeah,
yeah,
I mean, there's people, you can whenever you talk to anybody at the grocery store or anything like that, you can pretty much tell just by a few words how they and here I am getting some back feed. Let me fix my back feed here. So what happens? My computer just kicked in. Where am I? What happened to me here?
well, the reason is because you had both microphones open, the one on your phone and your computer.
Yeah. Am I getting back feed now?
No, I muted the one. So
Oh, all right. I guess I'm still. Oh. Never mind. My computer's going down again. We'll stick with the phone.
all right, sounds good.
So If anybody has any questions and they want to contact me, you can shoot me an email at millcitymarketingma@gmail.com. Or if you want to talk on a one-on-one, my calendar link is calendly.com/millcitymarketingma. If anybody's got any questions or they want to talk, that's my email and my calendar link. Happy to help anybody out who's looking for answers or help. Anybody who's watching that needs marketing done, I'm here to help. If you have a very low marketing budget, I'll still help you out. I'll still work with you with the budget that you have. I'm not one of these marketers that's looking to make the big bucks. Somebody's got to watch out for the little entrepreneurs, and that's me. I've seen too many businesses after COVID not come back. Some that did, especially around here, couldn't get their customers back. My whole goal in doing this is prevent that from happening in the future. Something like that happens again, I want to see the little mom and pop places stay open. That's my bottom line goal. Bigger businesses, I'm definitely not going to say no. I'll help big businesses too. But my ultimate goal is to help the little people.
Right. So do we have a word of the day or word of the week today, John?
I have been so busy, I have not planned one today.
That's okay. I was just curious.
But I will make up for it next week with two.
Okay.
And I'm sorry that I was not around last week. I had a very important meeting that I had to take care of.
Good. Yeah, no worries.
So if anybody looks for me every week, sorry about that.
We're here today, so that's what's important.
We're here today. And next week, I was supposed to have a guest this week. I don't know what happened with that. I'll have to find out. But next week, we have a very nice gentleman that I've talked to quite a few times, Mr. Jeffrey Kent, who is very knowledgeable, both as an entrepreneur and with the business platform that we deal with which is alignable.
Okay. Sounds good.
I'm looking forward to that conversation next week. And he is not the type of person that will cancel.
Okay.
And the week after that, have a lady, Janelle Villas. I believe is how the last name is pronounced. She's from New York.
Okay.
She started out doing traveling and has moved on into a different entrepreneurship, which I'm sure she'll be talking about in 2 weeks.
Oh, okay.
So look forward to those upcoming 2 weeks and future guests after that.
Sounds good. This is exciting.
I was hoping that we would be able to have Kurt in here come up with some of his interesting questions that he always manages to come up with.
Yeah. And maybe next time. But yeah, I
He's
did love
probably busy with other things.
Yeah, but I did love the 12 points though. Um, um, that I think could be used not just for entrepreneurship, but for like anything else in life too.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Um, I did meet some interesting people this week.
Yeah.
In a personal one-on-one that I went to, I will be contacting her. I just talked to her today on the phone, and she's happens to be down in Miami right now.
Oh,
She's local to me up here. Her office is actually right around the corner from where I am.
oh,
Very interesting person. Um, she deals with a lot of business expenses, helping businesses to find money that they have in places that they don't know that they have.
oh,
So that would be a very interesting topic. I will be trying to contact her to be on my podcast as well.
sounds
So
good.
I'm trying to gather up some interesting people.
Yeah.
There's one that will be a surprise if he gets back to me, but I'm hoping he will. It'll be a
Okay.
very interesting conversation.
Okay.
Let's just say he's very well known in the football stadium.
Love that. Okay. That'll be exciting.
So, oh, my camera's back on the computer. I'm looking
Love
at myself from two different angles here.
it.
Now I know how movie stars feel.
Oh, right.
Having two different cameras on. It's interesting. See, even me, I still learn things out.
Oh,
I think that should do it for today, Emily.
okay. Sounds good. Um,
Thank you
so
for all of your support during these.
you're welcome. So I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in and to check out all our social media and like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if anybody's interested in being on the show or any of the other shows, to please let me know. And to check out the other organizations that we are working with, like Transforming Media, Disability Channel, Wingate Studios, Midwest Plainsman Podcast, Back Channel, that's the one, and all the great work that they're doing. But until next week, everybody has a safe and productive